Good evening. Is the new moon in Capricorn tonight, and I just wanted to do a simple little meditation that I learned from a man named Tom Kenyon in a book he wrote with some other people and other dimensional beings called the Hathors. And I strongly suggest getting the book if you're into interdimensional communication. Definitely blew my mind and helped me connect to myself and just the most basic elements to our existence, and how those simple things can really help us. I think we get a little bit carried away, or we're willing to spend so much money on our peace when it's literally all inside of us, and it's just the work that we need to do to harness that and to sift it and work with it. We can't control it, but we can work with it. So I just wanted to introduce some crystals that I have here. I do have a lot here, but the three main ones that I am going to work with tonight, actually four main ones, like 5 or 6, are garnet, clear quartz, fluorite, smoky quartz, nuumite, and copper. There are some other ones dispersed here that I will talk about. I don't want to make this too long. Garnet is really great for manifesting, and it is the crystal of Capricorn energy, getting things done, planning the end goal in sight. No matter the work, we get there. And you think of the goat, right? I think of the goat climbing those ridiculously tall, steep mountains, and how, it's just, they have the end goal in sight. They can get there, but they got to figure out how. So that's really the energy that we're working with right now, is having resilience through this. That's why I have the smoky quartz with us here too, to kind of help amplify, but also clear the air and kind of suck the negativity away. It's kind of like the Febreze of crystals, if you will, surrounding that negative energy and kind of recharging it with positive energy. Fluorite is really good for focus. Oh, hey. Okay. Twirling around. Really good for focus. So it's like a really great mind stone. So it's really great with that energy of Capricorn, of planning and manifesting. So I have tons of garnet crystals here. This is one of the big ones I have. I have a giant garnet over here too. Look at this guy. Yep, I love him. And then some other smaller garnets I have surrounded by the clear quartz, because it is an ultimate amplification stone. So I have a couple fluorites here in its natural raw form of these like cool octahedrons. So shape is really cool to think about with meditation, because it helps you focus, I believe. Same with color. So that's why I wanted both raw and kind of polished forms here. I also have nuumite. Nuumite is this new cool crystal I have, but it's actually been around for 3 billion years, from Greenland, and it's actually a stone that can really help us with our self-mastery, and it does connect to the elemental spirits. So I thought it'd be really fitting to connect again to those like simplistic elemental forces, what we're doing here today. And last but not least, I've been talking about this a little bit, but this is my garnerite. It's a green moonstone. There's that feldspar right there. So this really helps come in with that heart energy, and also resilience, which we all really need at this time. So what the Hathors suggest to Tom Kenyon when they are channeling with one another. They talk a lot about chi, or life force. So if you're into ancient Egyptian archaeology and information and knowledge, the Hathors were a huge part of the ancient Egyptians' life. There was a whole temple dedicated to them that is kind of falling apart now and totally just vandalized, but there is some stuff still standing. They were known to look very elf-like in a human form, but they actually manifested the most as cows, which is interesting because you see a lot of cows in different ancient civilizations and even today. So I think that's really interesting. There's a lot of stories about sacred cows too, so it's cool to kind of make that connection in a way. There's still bovine is such an important part of our lives still in every way. So anyway, a huge thing they talk about is strengthening our life force, our chi, which we do have hundreds of chakras in our bodies, but our 7 main ones lie in this meridian in our body, correct? So when we're able to hone in on those energies and see what we're lacking or what we have over excess of, when we're able to see that or feel that within our body, we can easily fix that by breath work and balance with the elements, right? So with crystals, with water, fire, air. But right now we're really focusing on grounding and also connecting to those celestial forces. A quote that I very dearly adore, that was in a crystal book about garnet, speaks volumes about the energy that garnet carries, is feet on earth, head in heaven. So you're connecting to the earth, you're connecting to the core, but you're also open to your higher self, your awareness, your multi-dimensional consciousness, if you will. Depends what you're into, I guess. So this is one exercise that is in the Hathor material that I really, really quite literally and figuratively have taken the pages out of that book for my own well-being. And it's really simple. So you want to sit in an upright position. I'm going to light this candle and also just pick a card, an animal card, right before we start as well. This is a candle from Waxing Moon House. It's a ritual candle, so we're inviting the grounding energy of Capricorn season during this new moon. To not only ground, but to connect. So we're connecting our root chakras to our crown chakras, and balancing, being practical, rational about our dreams and wishes as we plan ahead for a year, getting rid of things that we don't need anymore, so that we can manifest what our dreams, or what our most desired dreams are. So sitting upright in an upright position, maybe close your eyes and ponder on a goal or a few goals that you have, that you might have set on solstice, and what are some steps maybe that you're doing right now to accomplish those goals. It could be very small, it could be very big, but it's, the arrow's shooting back to go forward, right? From Sagittarius to Capricorn season, if you will, that arrow is being drawn back and slowly pushed forward. Take some deep breaths. Think about the ground, even what it might feel like. Touch it with your toes, your fingers. Perhaps this week, following this meditation, you might want to eat a lot of grounding root vegetables like potatoes, carrots, turmeric, ginger. And we ask an animal to aid us during this meditation. And we have turtle. Awesome. I actually have a crystal turtle right here, so yeah, it's pretty cool. I like that. So turtle, Mother Earth is with us right now, connecting us to creation and beyond in the cosmos. So in an upright or seated position so that we are perpendicular to Earth, we're going to be drawing up the energies from Earth and pretending we're doing that, sweeping that with our breath up into our body, into our central, I want to say canal, our central life force. They call it some kind of tube, I forget what it's called, but the center of our being, where our 7 chakras lie, and we're going to be breathing up the energies of the earth, holding it, and then releasing it. And I want you to do the same, but this time we're breathing down the energies from the stars into us, so alternating from earth to stars. So we'll be breathing in the energy of the stars, holding and releasing. So we're going to keep doing that in a cycle and adding one more thing: earth, air, fire, and water. So deep breath in. Hold. Release the earth energies. Deep breath in from the stars. Hold. Release. You can count to 4. That helps me focus. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Release the earth energies in our bodies. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Release the star energy from our bodies. If you want to take it one step further, instead of counting, you can use the elements: earth, air, fire, water, fire, air, earth, water, whatever way you want to do it. It's another way to simply focus on the basic elements of our earth and what we're made of, what we breathe in, what we breathe out, what we make, what we destroy. Breathe in, air, earth, fire, water. Release. Earth, air, fire, water from the stars. Release. Do this quietly a couple times. Remember to alternate from the earth, down from the earth, hold, release, and breathe up again from the stars. All the while, keeping flashes of our dreams in our mind's eye and our third eye, drawing in the earth energy, filtering it out, drawing in star energy and filtering it out. Keep on going if you'd like to listen as I softly speak. So the idea is that when we're connected, when we're grounded, but also open, a strong channel. And we become little by little a more balanced being, connecting to this Kundalini energy that's moving up and down us constantly. And breathwork is one of the most simplest ways that we can kind of connect more to our frontal lobe, where we process and are able to think and focus, and away from our reptilian brain, where we're more stressed and worried and aren't able to think rationally. So the more that we breathe, we're able to connect really to our thoughts. That's why this is such a great way to practice during mindfulness, because our reptilian brain is not connected to our frontal lobe, so we cannot rationally think about things when we're triggered, stressed, anxious, depressed. Simply breathing in the earth energy, holding a crystal in your hand, or a note that you're writing that you wish, does wonders if you really focus. That's why I brought garnet for manifestation and connection, fluorite for focus and understanding, nuumite for that elemental life force connection, and quartz for overall amplification. And of course, any other crystals that you wish are totally great during this time. And we call on Mother Turtle for her beautiful medicine of creation. So that is a really great sign from her that our dreams are being created, they are being protected, they're being honored, as Mother Turtle lays her eggs in that dark sand, waiting to be born and hatched into that moonlight. And look into our shadow self, and slowly but surely shed light on those parts of ourselves to grow and let go. Alright, let's do one more breath in from the earth. Hold. Release. Down from the stars. Hold. Release. And let's come back to center and share some Reiki, some positive energy loving before we say goodnight. Thanks for joining me in this little meditation, and I hope you found it helpful for you during this time. Good night.